Hello tube dwellers and welcome. I'm the Arcadean and this is Mabinogi Duel. So, a little explanation is required for today's video. A few days ago, a user on the Mabinogi Duel subreddit called Mabinogi. Yeah, I know that's not how you pronounce it, but if I call you Mabinogi, this is going to get really confusing. Mabinogi posted a challenge for me. The idea was that people on the subreddit would vote for cards that would be then included into a 12-card deck that I would then run and see how well we could do with it. So, today's video is not a deck you should be copying. It's really bad. It's really, really bad. But we're going to have some fun with it. So, we will dive in. I'll point out the cards and a shout out to everybody who suggested. So, number 1, Slap. This card was suggested by DanielitosWay, and I apologize if I get these names wrong. Some of them are a little bit confusing. But DanielitosWay says, winning with a slap is the best feeling in the world. Yes, that may be true, but you need to get your opponent down to that state where you can slap them to death first. Let's see. Number 2 is the Fallen Wood Fairy. Now, Fallen Wood Fairy was suggested by N-Amata, who just says, Fallen Wood Fairy! Yay! I actually don't mind this guy. He's not bad, really. He can be a bit tricksy, a bit useful in certain situations. Goblin Shredder, suggested by... Skadel. Skadel, who just says, Goblin Shredder. A good card. Thank you. That's nice to see. Magic Gourd Bomb was suggested by, I'm pretty sure that was, yes, Mabinogi. He's voting on his own challenge. That's fine. Cocoon Trap was suggested by Ronnie_63. It's a good card, don't get me wrong. I don't see how I would use it in this deck, unfortunately, but okay. Hunt was given to me again by Mabinogi, who says, I'm going to help you out, little Ark. Here's a hunt for you. Thanks for the help. You did this to me. Card Appraiser is up next, one of my favorites. Was suggested by Skadel again. Same guy suggested Goblin Shredder, so thank you. Some actually nice, fun cards here. Drag to Hell, Mabinogi, classic, yes indeed. Witch Cheshire was suggested by, who's that? Ritual Beast, who got 3 upvotes for it. Thanks. Don't get me wrong, I love Cheshire, she's fantastic, but she really needs support. Come on, guys, help me out here. And Madness Manifest, of course, suggested by altpxy. altpxy, altpxy? Okay, alright. There's no card here that benefits from getting an attack boost, but okay. Dual Wielding Iltutmish by SlothMoth, who I'm sure thinks he's doing me a favor, but it's a very expensive card. Unfortunately, to bring out onto the field, especially since my only reliable removal really is Hunt, but okay. We'll see what we can do there. And then, finally, Duel Master Now, who was suggested to me by Lucarcry08, which was immediately downvoted. I don't know who by, but whoever downvoted him, yeah. Duel Master Now. Okay. Alright. So, that's the deck. As you can see, we really only have one sort of reliable removal spell. Drag to Hell's a bit iffy, given that we don't have that many decent creatures out on the field. Magic Gourd Bomb is not going to help us because most of our cards have extremely low hit point value. And the one card that has a high hit point value is the one that drains her own health and then hurts you when she dies. So, the Magic Gourd Bomb's not going to come in particularly handy. We're really going to have to rely on Hunt and perhaps Drag to Hell as our primary removals, with Card Appraiser as almost a secondary removal, along with the Goblin Shredder. We also have no sort of low-cost creatures that we can really afford to bring out. The Fallenwood Fairy should not be brought out initially. You need to wait until your opponent has some spells in the grave. The Goblin Shredder is fine, but really you want to use him reactively, not actively. The Card Appraiser is extremely vulnerable to removal spells. And the same problem with Witch Cheshire. They're both highly vulnerable in their dark states to Holy Missile and things like that. So we've got to be very careful about light users, basically. So the majority of our attack damage is really going to come from Witch Cheshire, hopefully summoning creatures out onto our field, dual-wielding Iltutmish, jumping around and getting some attack off, and really that's about it. It's very, very unusual to get Duel Master now out. She's so expensive, and our best creature cards are dark. So we probably won't be seeing her much. And then hopefully we'll be able to finish them off with a slap. Okay. All right. Let's do this. Okay, first fight against Chapao. PvP first Dan, Japanese player using L. All right. Let's see how this goes. Hint. Probably badly. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we start out. We've got nothing really to play from gold. She's using blue and dark, so some sort of rush deck. In that case, as non-optimal as it is, we'll just rush with the Goblin Shredder. Hope that she's not packing a Magic Missile. Nope, Book of Knowledge. Good, so we were quite right to rush. We're going to need to throw out a slap just to ensure that we get up to being able to level up ourselves. Good. Alright, she levels up, we level up. Alright, we managed to do a decent amount of damage, so I'm going to assume some sort of Jur deck, which is awesome, because I have Cocoon Trap and not Cocoon of Evolution. Well, maybe not, actually. Swamp Zombie. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. In that case, let's start being a little bit tricksy ourselves. Let's drop Cheshire, because she can only really like firewall or drag to hell, really. And I suspect this is some kind of rush deck. I suspect that. So do we want to use the Fallenwood Fairy, or do we want to use Hunt? Let's use neither. Actually, let's use neither. Let's charge up instead. She's already at 10 cumulative resources, so we don't want to drain ourselves too far down. Turn to Frog, onto Cheshire, and then a Magic Missile? No, then a Swamp Zombie to block. Okay. I can see that. No problem. We'll just hunt the Swamp Zombie out of the way. In fact, no, we won't, because the Swamp Zombie restores itself. Yeah, okay. And drag to hell. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, I got to get used to the Swamp Zombies using Soul Stones. I'm so used to the old zombie mechanic of if you have more dark than your opponent, then you will resurrect, kind of thing. All right, we'll level up. I was actually hoping we'd get some green there, but it didn't happen. Never mind, we're still in the lead, which is beautiful and completely unexpected. Let's see if we can maintain it. More gold. It's not ideal, but okay. Fine, we're going to drop a Cocoon Trap now. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to drop a cocoon trap. Hope that Cheshire doesn't pull it back out of our grave. Fingers crossed. And just keep going. I'm not happy with the black cat being there, but we need to accelerate our resource growth. Stop giving me gold. Okay, thank you, nature. Good. Good. All right. So we're dealing more damage to her than she's dealing to us. There's the swamp zombie, which was what we were predicting with cocoon trap. Thank you. And another zombie. Okay. She's using, like, I want to say Mad Technician Werner, but I'm not sure if that's an actual thing. Good. We transformed the cat in front of us. Now then. I intend to do something tricksy, but I don't honestly think it would work. We could kill the two black... Oh! Ah! And she forfeits. Good grief! We actually won one. I'll be honest, I'm as surprised as you are. Alright, on to the second fight. Okay, number 2. devCAT. Okay. Korean player, first Dan. Alright, let's see how this one goes. Alright, so light, nature, dark. She's using 3 mutants. She starts first, so what is she going to aim for? Okay, skeleton. Right out the gate. We have no answer to that. So we're going to drop the Fallen Wood Fairy off to one side, and we're going to just try to get a little bit of damage off ourselves. No. Thinking about it, blocks is with an elf, no problem. That's fine. We can counter the elf with a Goblin Treader later. Now, I think we can actually drop... Now, here's a big question. Do we want to drop the Card Appraiser and start vanishing, or do we want to drop Cheshire? Decisions. I think we want to drop the Card Appraiser. And I will tell you why. It's because he has no real way of removing these cards at the moment. All of the resources are too low. The Card Appraiser will act as a defensive wall for the moment, allowing us to hopefully get up to level 2, at which point we should have enough resources to summon Cheshire, who is marginally more survivable. Survivable. She's thinking about it. If she has to drag to hell, then there's a 50% chance. Okay, so she decides to block with the Goblin Bomb Squad. That's a good idea. Because I can't remove the Bomb Squad without causing... Oh, good. And remove the skeleton. So that worked out quite well defensively. I can't remove the Bomb Squad without killing myself. Oh, without killing the Card Appraiser. But he'll survive long enough to do to sort of do what we need him to do. We will just charge up here then. Good, some darkness. That's what we need for the Cheshire. It's a shame the Card Appraiser isn't a +1 variant. It would have a chance of vanishing the Goblin Bomb Squad. Hunt onto... Really? Card Appraiser. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. We'll level up. And she'll, I assume, do the same thing. Okay. Alright, so we're down at 13 hit points. Okay, now we can actually start bringing out some cards. So we'll drop the Goblin Shredder, which will clear out the Elf. And we will... Now, I don't know if I want to block the Goblin Bomb Squad with Cheshire. We probably do. Or we could just remove it outright and drop Cheshire next turn. Yeah. There are a couple of things here, but let's keep playing it a bit defensively. We're low on the health, but we do have enough to summon in the Tutmish next turn. which should cause some problems for her. Okay, good. And then the hunt onto the Cheshire. That's fine. That completely drains her nature resources. We will counter with a hunt of our own, because we can't let that Goblin Bomb Squad just keep going to town. And that gives us a decent amount of experience anyway. So with the charge and the attack, that takes us up to being able to level up to 3. All right. Angel Orperia, I don't think that can summon anything we're particularly worried about. No, just the Golden Bomb Squad, that's okay. That should be fine. We level up. And yeah, we can kill... Well, we can't kill the Bomb Squad. But we can do a significant amount of damage. Question is, what would be sort of optimal here? Because that 6 damage is a lot. It really is. Hurry up. Yeah. Alright, let's... Well, we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to basically play a bit dangerously, hope it kills the Bomb Squad. Which it does. Good. Okay. So we're still going to take 4 damage, but it's better than taking 6. And that puts us into a position where we can resummon the Goblin Shredder, and we can drop Iltutmish onto the field as well. Now that's going to take us down to 3 though, so we actually can't. But what we can do... Yeah, okay. What we can do here... Oof, no, this is a bit... bit worrying. If I'm being honest here, a bit worrying. But what we're going to have to do is the Magic Gourd Bomb, just to clear the extra damage off the field. Then we will have to drop Iltutmish. Charge up a little bit. Now she's going to hit us down... Oh good, thank goodness for that. She's going to hit us down to 6 health now. And we're going to revive, which is going to take us down to 1. And then with the hunt that we get from the revival, we can take care of the Orperia. But at this point, we're really just playing catch-up. Another Goblin Bomb Squad. Okay. That's really unfortunate, because Iltutmish is simply going to move out of the way. Yeah, okay. Well, a revive and another Gourd Bomb. Iltutmish will die to the magic, to the Goblin Bomb Squad, but there's really nothing we can do about it, because when the Goblin Bomb Squad goes to attack, Iltutmish will jump out of the way and the Goblin Bomb Squad will kill us. So we're just going to have to... We're really just doing this to make her work for her victory at this point. Okay. And, yeah, charge up. Okay. So we kill that. Bomb Squad kills us. Ugh. And an Aileron Plus. Of course. Of course an Aileron Plus 1 comes out. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah. And a hunt doesn't quite reach it. Drag to Hell will, though. So we will drop Duel Master now, because seriously. Drop Duel Master now, fire off the Drag to Hell, and that takes us down to basically nothing. She does have a lot of spells in her grave, though, so let's charge with our massively expensive 3 attack value. God, Betrayal. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, there is literally nothing we can do. So, let's go down slapping. Pa 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 pa. And pow. You exchange slaps. No, I just I slapped myself unconscious. Okay, that was the second fight. And that was the challenge deck. This was actually a lot of fun, so thank you to Mabinogi for setting it up and to everybody who voted and made it happen, whose names are Mabinogi, altpxy, N-Amata, Lucarcry, Skadel, DanielitosWay, Ronnie_63, SlothMoth, and Ritual Beast. Thank you guys. If you enjoyed this video and you want to see me undertake more challenges, then head into the subreddit or post a comment in the box below. Anything that gets a little traction, gets a few upvotes, who knows, might make it into another video. And if you want to run this deck yourselves, not that I advise it, but the share code is up in the top right as always. If you do decide to run the deck, let me know, send me a message telling me how you got on with it. And hey, maybe even upload a few videos of your own. If you do, I'll link them in the description box below. So, thank you to everyone for watching, and a special thank you to everybody who subscribed so far. Until next week, have fun and good luck.